Yo, what's going on, gamers? Ghosts of the Deep Dungeon has just went live today, and I wanted to make a quick guide on each encounter and show you where the 2 hidden chests were, just to help out you and your team to getting the sweet loot in this awesome armor set. So right when you get to this statue in the beginning of the entrance, you're going to need to clear the ads and spawn an ogre. As you see here, when you kill these 2 ads, it doesn't really matter what you're running here. I ran around with Arc Hunter and had a blast and just punched things. When you kill this ogre in front of you, it will reveal a hidden path on the ground, kind of like we've seen in previous content. What you're going to do is follow that hive trail and find the ritual symbol in the air, kind of like Pit of Heresy. What we're doing here is we're just cleaning up the ads, making sure we know where we're going, and my teammates will be headed to the symbols. So Sweat's running to it. He's going to the first one, and I just wanted to round back here and show you where to go. So again, you could sparrow in this area, it's up to you, but I just went slow for like video purposes to kind of show you. What you're doing is looking for that hive ruin in the air. Once you clear this area, the way forward is revealed, so you will go to the next area. You will be doing this 3 times. So once you go to 3 different areas, you will see at the end, it will reveal a hive guardian. As you see here, I thought that we weren't going in this room, but I didn't look in the air for the symbol. Once you clear all the ads in this room, it's really simple, just a couple wizards, and watch out for these butterflies in the air. They are definitely a killer of this run for sure. They killed me a couple times. So when we're getting to this 3rd area, we're looking for the symbol in the air, and it will reveal the symbol. As you see up there, we like to call that 2 lines up top, or division, TP, turret, whatever you want. When this hive guardian spawns, make sure you know what the symbol is, because as soon as you hit the finisher, that symbol will disappear. As you see here, I just reminded him what symbol it was. Now, don't make the mistake that I did. Get the buff and just run up and plant wherever. Kind of let your teammates run up to the statue, clear ads, because the person with the Vestige of Light buff can't die, or you'll have to redo this whole section again. So push up, clear your ads, tell your teammate that the ads are pretty safe. That way they don't die to the bugs in the air, the butterflies, blow your team up. We've seen this happen all before so many times. Once that wizard dies, it's going to reveal a deep sight cloud, and you will activate deep sight. What you're doing is trying to find the matching symbol, and I have it right here. And I let my teammate know, hey, this is the rune where you slam. You do this 4 times. So once you've done this 4 times correctly, you'll be done with the encounter. Just remember that the ogre is going to spawn after you clear the ads. So don't be afraid to clear the ads and wait for that ogre to spawn. As you see, he spawns here on the left side, and we'll rinse and repeat. So kill that ogre, follow the hive path, do it 3 times, bring the buff back, rinse and repeat. First hidden chest in this area, if you see the left there, Sweat and Sneak were up there already. You don't have to land up there. What I did was I went through this area and got into the dry area to where I didn't have to worry about the bubbles, and I'm going to climb up this hill. This is the first hidden chest in this dungeon, so make sure you grab it on all 3 characters so you can get that sweet loot. I don't know the loot pool of this chest. It's probably just whatever, but I think I got a rocket. Yes, I did. So we're going to be going over the first boss encounter. We tested a lot of things. I felt like the easiest damage was pop a well, throw a tractor on, and just fusion rifle or a lament sword. But we also found out, thanks to my good friend Glad, he posted a Legend of Acreus 1 phase. So what we're going to be doing is putting on 3 Legend of Acreuses and taking advantage of the extra ammo, the more range it added this season, and also trench barrel. There's many ways to do this. I would recommend meleeing and then shotgunning 3 times to get used to proccing trench barrel every 3 shots. But once you get used to it, you can just melee, shotgun, reload, shotgun, melee, rinse and repeat. To optimize your strat, what we did was we had Arc Staff, Gathering Storm, well, and a tether. So I know you're probably having troubles with his shield, but if you easily just Legend of Acreus him right away, you can break that shield. So I'm gonna fast forward into, so how do you do this encounter? The way I like to run it here was have 2 of your teammates go down below. What they're going to do is they're going to kill the ads in this room. They're going to activate deep sight that's in the beginning of the encounter, and you're going to look up to the right and left of the wall. You will find 3 hive symbols that are lit up. Send your 2 teammates down below and activate all 3 ruins. They can simply go down and scan all 3 ruins that they see. And up top, all I'm doing is using the Arc Hunter dodge punch build and killing all the ads. Once my teammates go down below and interact with the correct symbol, it's going to spawn a Hive Guardian Witch up top. All I need to do is kill the witch, hit the finisher on the ghost, pick up the buff of Vestige of Light, and slam on one of the 3 statues. We thought that you had to slam on all 3 of the statues in order, but we found out that it could just be totally random. I want to point out that you can take your time in this encounter too. You do not have to rush when you go down there. But as you see, they did interact with the correct symbol because I have a Hive Guardian up here. But it's so easy for an Arc Hunter to easy clear ads. I would suggest running a Assassin's Cowl build, and then right before damage, you switch to Star Eaters. I hit the finisher on the ghost, and I'm going to slam at the far right pillar just because this is what we agreed on. We were going to go right, middle, left. So once that first Hive Guardian is dead, we are able to kill the next one. If your teammates go down below and scan all 3 symbols, they can come back up top and help you kill all 3 Hive Guardians at once. It makes it pretty simple. So again, I know it's new, I know this is a new encounter, but just think, go down below, help your teammates get the scans, then come up top and finish the mechanic. To set up for DPS, we always made sure that we all had our supers, we were ready to go, and you really had to make sure that you were ready to take out this boss because he will melee you in that well and send you halfway across the map. Right now, we're letting our teammates know that we're slamming the last statue and we're getting ready for DPS. When this knight spawns, you definitely want to kill him right away. As you see, we use shotguns and we're waiting for the boss to push us. We popped the well a little early, that's okay, but we're going to use Trench Barrel to take down that shield right away. Tether goes on, Arc Staff out, and we just start chunking them. I think this is a fun way to do it. Obviously, with the boss just standing here like a dumbass, you can easily sword him, fusion rifle, whatever you like, but when you get this chunky Acreus damage, it's kind of fun, and it seems like your damage output works really well if you break that shield right away. So try and make sure that you go for that boss's shield right away, because it definitely helps with that easy 1 phase. Second hidden chest location is in this Shrieker room that's very balding. So I recommend putting on a blinding GL like so, blinding the Shriekers and running by everything. And just remember, your teammates that are behind you, they're going to get screwed over and they'll take a fat L here. It's okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push up, hit that blinding GL, almost die. It's okay. The second chest is on top of the statue where the ogre spawns. So once I clean up these ads and I get up to the top of that statue, I will show you where it is. Once that ogre is dead, you can jump on top or just not kill the ogre at all. But if you jump on top of the platform, as you see, the second chest location is right on top. All right, final boss, and man, is this one a doozy. So I'm going to show you the 1 phase kill we did and explain to you what the mechanics are as we go. So when the encounter starts, you will mainly be focusing on deep sight here. You want to not really worry about that major knight right there. Remember, you could hit finishers if you need some ammo, but you're going to activate deep sight. When you activate deep sight, look in the air. That reveals the 3 areas where the boss needs to get stunned or where you need to shoot these knights. We were using foot callouts, left hand, right hand, heart, and head. As you see here, I have Ritual Conductor, and I shoot the knight. You just need to make sure that you have Ritual Conductor. When this 2 symbols spawn, the ring and the hive symbol, I line up and aim down sights to easily finish that plate. You do not need to kill the knight inside the ring. You just need to have the ritual buff. You need to do this on all 3 areas. And watch out for this boss. The boss just throws these melee attacks, butterfly attacks. It's very balding. So I'm going to go on this second platform here, make sure that I get the Ritual Conductor, wait for him to step up, and get that kill. When you see here, the boss will teleport up here, that we killed the knight, and I will come down here and look through the 2 symbols and aim down sights to finish it. This is a really cool mechanic, by the way. What I'm doing here is I'm picking up another rocket. I am using a hothead, and I will explain DPS right before we get there. So what I'm doing is loading up 10 rockets in my hothead filled prep with clown cartridge. I'm using Arbalest because it one-shots the shield. I am on Arc Staff Gathering Storm, or Arc Hunter Gathering Storm. Sneak is on well, and Sweat was on tether. We are using 1 Gallahorn and 2 rockets to get the buff from Galley, and the boss just falls over. When we get into damage here, you'll see how strong this loadout really is. Once you finish the 3rd plate, there will be 3 hive symbols above those areas that you just killed the knight under. There will be an area on the right, the middle, and the left, like the room that you're seeing me run in now. Pretty simple from here. You head on into the room when you come out on the other side, and pay attention to what symbol's in this room. If I look top left, I see this symbol. I call it X, or X with 2 dots. There's a hive guardian here. I am using the Last Wish fusion rifle. This thing cooks, but you can use whatever you like. I just figured I'd use an arc one. So as soon as I hit the finisher, I'm going to get the prestige of an alkalite. So I need to take this buff, and I have 55 seconds to go activate it on the matching symbol in the boss room. You will need to activate Deep Sight and then activate your interact button on the correct symbol. So as you see, when I run out here, I'm going to take my time and try and sneak this in. Oh my god, I almost died. So I go with the quickness, activate that symbol, and run for my life. Our damage here, we chose to damage on this hill because the boss does like to teleport. So what we're doing here is we're talking to each other and we're saying, hey, who hasn't slammed their symbol yet? And we want a DPS on this hill. The reason why we found a DPS on this hill, because it was easy to see the boss teleport. But what we noticed is you can stun lock this boss. For some reason, when we start damaging, the boss never moves, and she's going to get cooked. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to activate Deep Sight, and I'm going to activate this last one, making sure that I'm on the right chest piece. Boom. There it is. Damage starts, and all I'm going to do is shoot her with Arbalest once, shields off, and I'm firing those clown cartridge rockets. Get ready, because the rocket's coming in hot, and it misses once, misses twice, but watch what happens when tether's on and you throw that arc staff and the chunky monkey damage just goes right out the window. Boss is gonna die, and if this doesn't work, it's okay. You can use other weapons, but damaging up on this hill was very nice. You can use Arbalest, you can use Cataclysmic, you can use Thunderlord, you can use fusion rifles. The possibilities is up to you, but if you want to practice and learn the one phase, this is definitely something that you should practice, because this boss just got roasted, and I want to show you the damage at the end here. Arc Staff Hunter is absolutely insane. I'm getting ready to go over all the builds for you, so sit tight. Some of you might be wondering what I was using in the first boss and final boss, so I kind of wanted to go over my build. Legend of Acreus, I got the Catalyst. I was using Brigand's Law to proc Volt Shot and clear ads, and Shotgun with Heritage if I had to hit the Knights. I was running triple arc surge on Star Eater, and I'm using the full arc build that I've just posted on my YouTube and TikTok with all the mods. But I can show you real quick if you'd like to see the mods that I'm running. Final boss, I was using a Hothead with field prep and clown cartridge. I was rallying with reserves, so I had 10 rockets in the chamber. I was also using Tech and Force with rewind and controlled burst. This thing hits like a truck. You can use this with Irritative Loop or Techie Force. It doesn't matter what you use, but double special was the way. Arbalest was breaking that shield by 1. If you don't want to run rockets, you could definitely throw on something with Cataclysmic and breaking the shield with Arbalest, but it's kind of up to you. Also, I did do a damage run where I ran around with Riptide and a fusion, and I ran a tractor cannon to debuff the boss, but we found out the tether was better, so it's totally up to you. Hopefully this build and tips and tricks that I went over in the dungeon helps you and your team get clear on the new Ghosts of the Deep dungeon, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.